Hey, what's happening? This is Jeff Olweean in the Mind of Jeff Olweean. As you know, I go over ideas, things that I'm doing in the stock market, things that I'm doing in my everyday life, things that you just might want to start thinking about that might help you in your investments or anything. You never know what's going to come here this way, man. Anyway, a couple things to go over. Yesterday, President Trump was negotiating with Prime Minister Carney. No deals have been made yet, but they say they're getting closer, so I think the flow back and forth between Canada and the U.S. will be rocking and rolling relatively soon. In the meantime, there's a huge deal. We know critical minerals have been in the mainstream constantly, a lot more than they ever have been. They did a deal, I think it was like 10%. They bought TMQ, Trilogy, a Canadian mining company. The stock has had a low of like 48 cents. It popped up to almost $8 yesterday. It's trading just under $7 right now. So that's a major hit. There's metals everywhere, but getting them out of the ground is a lot of money, so you need access to cash. One of the reasons I'm investing in Temis, I'm involved with Temis because I like it a lot. And I think, again, after the money comes in through the IPO, hopefully it'll go through next week. MASF and TMAS on the Canadian markets. Looking pretty good. A lot of money coming in. It's going to be worth a lot more money. Have access to get that titanium out of the ground. It's going to be worth a lot more. I think it's going to take a hit to the upside. So anyway, take a look at that. If you like mining stocks, it's obviously speculative, but it's got a lot of merit. Again, the TMQ, I wouldn't chase it right here. But that's the one that the U.S. I think put 10% or bought 10% of, and the stock flew from a couple of bucks, I think at the time, to almost $8. That's a hit. Let's hope down the road, long-term, Temis will have something like that happen. I would like that, obviously. Also, CRBG. We all know I like that one. I've been accumulating it, buying it, sitting on it for quite some time. It's got a nice dividend. It's a spin-out of AIG. They do investments in retirement programs. They sell life insurance. It's basically the U.S. arm, or was the U.S. arm of AIG. They just came out with two targets that I saw today. Wells Fargo targets them at $44 a share. The stock right now is around 32 and a half or so. I gotta imagine long term that's another really solid situation. Barclays came out with a buy rec and target of 39, so up nicely from where it is right now. They also stated that numbers are coming out November 3rd, so you can trade the stock before the numbers come out, November 3rd after the market. So those are basically the things that I'm thinking about. I think, again, Canadian mines, if you've got good management, you've got cash behind it, and you've got, you're close to getting the minerals out of the ground, there's going to be a lot of people starting to look at those deals. So if you got any ideas, let me know. Send them my way. I'm always looking. Again, we recapped CRBG, CRBG Financial, Temis Resources, TMASF in the States, and TMAS will be TIO on the Australian Stock Exchange once the IPO goes through with $11 million raise, hopefully on the 15th. That's what they're stating so far. We'll see. Hopefully that's on target. And Trilogy, TMQ. Anyway, that's it. I'm out. Have a good one. See you later. Ciao.